Tonight, President Trump converting his first cabinet meeting into a rolling press conference.
Illegal border crossings have plummeted.
Touting progress.
We're cutting down the size of government. We have to. We're bloated. We're sloppy. We have a lot of people that aren't doing their job.
And immediately turning the spotlight not on a cabinet member, but on Elon Musk, head of his Department of Government Efficiency, to defend his controversial directive that all federal workers email a list of 5 accomplishments from last week or face termination.
I think that email perhaps was misinterpreted as a performance review, but actually it was a pulse check review. If you have a pulse into your neurons, you can reply to an email. This is, I think not a high bar.
Musk was surrounded by several cabinet members who had pushed back on his order and instructed employees not to respond. Musk insisting that was fine.
We're going to send another email. But our goal is not to be capricious or unfair. The email could simply be, what I'm working on is too sensitive or classified to describe. Like literally just that would be sufficient.
The president publicly backing Musk.
Elon, let the cabinet speak just for a second. Anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, we'll throw him out of here.
And warning federal workers who've not yet responded remain at risk of losing their jobs.
Those million people that haven't responded, though, Elon, they are on the bubble. Now, maybe they don't exist. Maybe we're paying people that don't exist.
It comes as a new budget office memo obtained by NBC News instructs federal agencies to prepare for mass layoffs as the Trump administration focuses on reducing federal spending.
If we don't do this, America will go bankrupt.
While Musk acknowledging DOJ made mistakes, including cutting funding for Ebola prevention.
When we make a mistake, we'll fix it very quickly. We restored the Ebola prevention immediately. And there was no interruption.
The president also making headlines on Ukraine, revealing President Zelensky will visit the White House Friday for the signing of an agreement to jointly develop the country's valuable rare earth minerals to recoup billions in U.S. aid sent to Ukraine. The president suggesting the deal would form its own kind of security guarantee for Ukraine.
There's sort of automatic security because nobody's going to be messing around with our people when we're there.
And saying for the first time, Russian President Putin will have to make concessions.
He will. He's going to have to.
Vice President Vance heading off a question about what exactly those concessions would be.
We're not going to do the negotiation in public with the American media. He's doing the job of a diplomat.
The president also speaking about the Middle East after posting this AI-generated video featuring his name and face in a future redeveloped Gaza, a reference to his controversial plan to take over and rebuild it, opposed by key Arab allies. The president today slamming Hamas for how it's handled the latest release of dead hostages as the ceasefire deal moves into a potential second phase.
This is a vicious group of people, and Israel's going to have to decide what they're doing.
And Garrett, late today, President Trump signed another executive order regarding DOJ. What did it say?
Lester, this new order is aimed at cutting more spending and mandates, with some exceptions, that employees' government credit cards are now frozen for 30 days and that non-essential travel has to be justified and publicly posted when possible. Lester?